Hey, my name is Chad. Welcome to this video. We're going to do a little more comparison with the Platypus and the Shadow Systems DR920. So let's take a look at what I kind of want to show off today. Okay, so I had a question about the trigger pull on this. If it's better than, like a tuned up striker fire Glock style trigger. So I figured I would make a little video and let's actually show it off and see what the difference is. So on this here, my DR920, I have got the Johnny Glocks competition trigger with his kind of newer Vex trigger shoe. So for a striker fired pistol, this is a pretty good trigger. I will have to say there's a few things I don't like about it. It's still a little bit spongy, but let's just take a look here. So get past the safety, and then you've got about there till you get to the wall. So you've still got quite a bit of play up to it, but once you hit the wall, it's a pretty easy break. There is a little bit of mushiness after. You can kind of feel the springiness to it, but it's got a really short reset. And then it's not, so it's kind of hard to describe. It's not as clean of a break as the first one. You can kind of feel the springiness and a little bit of the mush of the way it's designed. But for a striker, it does pretty good. So, longer take up and then not as solid of a wall. You can kind of feel that little mush there, but then it breaks real light, clean, resets short and sweet. So let's look at it with the trigger gauge. Get there. Worst part about trying to do this on a striker, getting that trigger safety depressed. Okay, so that's given about 3.5. That one's going to give us about 210. And that one's given 4. I think that's because it rolled down so much lower. Okay, so there's another 3 and 3.5. So 3 and 2. And just a hair over 3. So, I would say on those we're averaging just a hair over 3 pounds 1 ounce. The only thing I would say is it's not as consistent. So what I have noticed so far is this is much more consistent. So let's just look at what we've got here. So got to remember and depress the grip safety there, but take up just a little bit right there. Okay, then you're on a pretty solid wall. It's there, but it does not take much to go through it, and then it stops. So there's no over travel on this. All right, and then the reset, it almost wants to push your finger forward a little bit, but then you're right back there. So you can kind of see my finger wants to jump forward a little bit, like it's got enough in there that it wants to throw it off. So kind of nice. I really like that it's just a really short reset, and then you're right back on it, and there's no over travel. So once the trigger breaks, that's it. It stops. Reset. Okay. Very little play. Break and nothing. I'm squeezing as hard as I could. I let up a little bit, but it comes back and it stops. Okay, let's gauge this one. Ready? That's gonna give me 214. 211. 213. 214. And 214. So if we hit average, 2 pounds, 0.5 9 ounce. So I think that should be closer to 2 pounds 10 ounces, but you know, very, very, very consistent. It kept pulling around that 2 pounds and like 9 to 11 ounces, which is right at what they state, 2.5 to 3 pounds on the competition trigger. So 2.5 would be 2 pounds 8 ounces. So it's just a hair over that. So definitely a more consistent trigger pull. So if you're starting to run it fast and you're getting used to it, you can definitely have more confidence in when it is going to break and be able to run faster shots. And for me, that's just getting the confidence built up right now, but it is definitely capable, I believe, of outrunning this, which is great. I mean, I'm still a huge fan of this one, but it's just going to be more consistent. And as you practice more and more, I think having something that is more consistent is going to work out better in the long term for having faster overall times. Just to have something a little more fun in this video, I want to try and work my reload drills. So I will say that is one thing that is much different. So, you know, with this, I'm able to reach up there and hit the slide release and drop a slide when I'm doing a reload. And it's just right there, easy to access, and boom, able to go. On this, it's obviously a 1911 style, so, you know, reaching up there, I think I could do that if I practice it for a while, but right now I'm trying to learn that mag in, drop with the support hand, and build the grip into it. So we'll see if I can actually do that. So I'm gonna do this. I just have one loaded up, and I've got some more on my belt. I'm gonna try and do shot, reload from slide lock, and come off my belt, reload, drop, and fire a second shot. We'll just see kind of what I can do there. So missed the first shot, but 287 on that one. So if you watched Honest Outlaw's recent video on that, that's what he was talking about. Polymer mags do get a little sticky, so I might need to add some weights on my competition mags. You know, put a mag well on the bottom of them just to add some weight, let it drop out. So 433. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, 346. So, you know, not my fastest. Okay, it's 323 on that one. Well, actually, I think it may have picked up something else extra there. I think that 316 is actually what my second shot was. So, we'll say 3 1/4. See if I can do any better with the platypus here. Okay, I've got to remember there's no dot on this one, so let's give this a try. Just out of the holster. Oh, empty mag. That doesn't help. Miss. Okay, so 488 on that one. Let's try it like up and out like I was on the other one. So it is definitely tricky going back and forth. Trying to get used to one style to another. Okay, yeah, that was 456, so that was very slow. I keep forgetting now that I got used to my other way, just going straight with my thumb. Okay, more to practice, as always. Okay, this just takes me a little bit to get up and going. So 138. I don't know what it picked up there at a 07 split, but I think I have sensitivity still a little high. So we'll say I think that 368 is most likely where I ended up, but it's picking up some extra stuff. Well, that's not cool. All right, as you can see, this dirt around me, this is this Oklahoma, they call it moon dust. It's like a very fine sandy dirt, but it does tend to make a mess of things. As you can see here, it's like my mags get just covered in dust. Okay, so yeah, see that picked up, like, it thinks there's 3 shots, but I think that 370. Okay, it's 329. So overall for me, just with the little bit of practice I've been doing, between the two, they're really, really close. So I think just with a little more practice, I'll be able to get it down and we'll be good to go. So that's the Platypus, pushing at just around 500 rounds now. Not a single, 0 malfunctions. So this thing has been awesome. I think next video I may try and take it apart and see what it looks like inside the barrel and everything after 500 rounds and see how well she's holding up. But so far, 100% reliable. There's not been a single malfunction of the pistol. The only problems I've had have been completely my fault, and it's really from getting used to this grip safety. Like I've said in some other videos, I have problems with my hand. I have some problems with my hand and sometimes getting a good grip. So sometimes I don't get that little grip safety compressed all the way. I'm like pinching into the back of my hand and not actually wrapping and compressing that grip safety. So a few more things to work on, but I'll get there. But man, I'd say she's still smooth and pretty. So hey, thanks for watching this little video. I hope this answered a little bit of some questions about the trigger comparisons between a hammer fired 1911 style and then a striker fired Glock style pistol. If you have any more specific questions or you want to see anything in addition on the Platypus or even my DR920, I'm happy to come out here, film videos to answer as many questions as possible. I have fun while I'm doing it, and I get to help people. Win-win all around. Thanks for spending a little time with me out here on my range. I hope you had a good time and answered a few questions. If you could, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't. We're out here having fun every week, and I'm trying to share as much of it with you as I can. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this one. If you got any other suggestions or things that you would like to see, I would love to hear it down below in the comments. I really appreciate every single one of you that is out there that has subscribed to my channel and are watching a few of my videos. Y'all really make my day sometimes, and I'm really appreciative of every single one of you. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.